first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Back to throw, Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's got Bellinger. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
He dumps it off to Barkley. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they...
Flush coming, and he's taken down. On 4th down, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Off play action, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Play action. It's Fields. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll go to Barkley again. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
Jones on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
First down, Giants.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homie got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to...
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yani hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Hey, middle.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, this one caught by his tight end Andrews. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Jackson to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw again is Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
At their 49-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Swift going to try up the middle.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Gone. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Touchdown!
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Lions 14, Ravens 0. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Play action. It's Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jackson will keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Goff throwing again.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 31, Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
On 4th down, Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to Dobbins. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just talking about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play on the football, especially, before the running back really gets control of it. That's what you're doing. You're also bringing the linebackers in to jam the line of scrimmage, and a safety or two is going to be there as well.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. It's Goff. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They'll go option to the short side. Back to the running game with Swift. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 31 yards. And the Lions are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So these two teams matching each other score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Parker, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. From the 16, Goff. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Jackson to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Throwing, Jackson. That is caught, Bateman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Here's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 16. One last shot for Jackson. This is caught. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he is in for 2 points. And barring some hijinks on the kickoff, we're going to be headed to overtime. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.